What's up everybody, it's Corleone from Lightcast Studios. Today we're going to be playing Maplestory. More like we're going to be reviewing Maplestory, but basically we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about Maplestory, some of the cool things that it has to offer versus other video games in the same genre as MMORPGs go. And also it's a free-to-play game, which is a bonus for you guys who like free games. To start off, I have to say this is one of the most content available games I've ever played because of the fact that it just has so much to offer. I'm telling you guys, there's just so many things to cover in this game, it's not even funny. But without popping in my microphone too much, let's talk about some of the things you will see. First of all, as you can see, it's a 2D game, but it's nothing short of amazing. I'm telling you, there's just so many things in this game that make it original or extremely fun compared to other games. And I don't play this game very much, but I used to. I've been playing this game since it came out, and I even had a version 62 server when it came out way while ago. And that was basically when the basics of Maplestory was out there. Even the Big Bang Theory or the Big Bang update wasn't out yet, and that update basically changed the entire map of the game forever, because there's just so many things that everything was shifted, so it was really hard to play the game. And after that, a lot of people just quit because they really hated having to deal with finding new paths to get to the same spot, and there was no wikis out when it first came out, so it was really hard to find your way around. But now everybody has these wikis, and so it's a lot easier to play the game when you have these Maple wikis and things like that. Anyways, as you can see, we have many different worlds, and when I first started, it was just these 5 worlds right here. Yes, these 5. It was crazy new. And Scania's always been extremely crowded. I had a Connie account, and I like that world a lot. And then I made a bandit, and I made a mistake, and I wanted to make a... What do I want to make? I wanted to make an assassin, and they only had the explorers class, so we're gonna checking into a channel. There's always 19 channels, and maybe they'll add 20 later. As you can see, this is my main account. Really strong. This is actually under updated. It has like 400 strength. I guess this is not counting all the boosts that I have. But I'm gonna make a new account just to show you guys some of the classes you have. So you have a chance to make a new character, and I can click resistance if I like. And no, I don't want that. I can click explorer. You can see they look a little different. If we click a Cygnus Knight, they have different backgrounds. So yeah. I'm gonna name the character. I'm just gonna make an explorer where I love making. I'm gonna name it. I don't know if I had. I already used this one. I have to use this. Gamer? Okay, that works. So we're gonna make a character. Never really liked that. I always made him like that. Blazer, whatever. And they really added a lot of different things to this game. There's just so many things you can do with the game. Click OK. So now we have our character. We're gonna click start. And I'm gonna enter my pin number so you guys can't see it. So we're in game now. And it says, would you like to skip the tutorials and head straight to Lift Harbor? No. I'm gonna show you guys some of the things the game has to offer without being too over. As you saw up there, there was a little icon with some guy smiling, and that was actually the spotlight or the megaphones where people can purchase from the cash shop. So looking at the interface at first, the game is extremely detailed. Even though it's a 2D game, the backgrounds are just amazing. Everything's animated, so it's really cool. And as you can see, like, you go over something, it's very interesting. You can move with the arrow keys. Jump is Alt, and controls to hit. Shift can be healing button or whatever. I usually set them to potions. Looking at the interface, the user interface, UI, whatever, right here, these are the shortcuts. Shift, Control, Delete, Insert. So all the keys right here are basically the ones next to your Enter and Backspace or above your arrow keys. on a regular size keyboard, and if you get confused where your keys are, click keyboard settings, and you will be granted with a bunch of keyboard settings. Turn the volume down, it's really cool, really loud actually. Okay, make sure that the sound of explosions and stuff aren't too loud. Okay, so here we go. Now you can see the cash shop and menu and channels. As you can see, many channels, many channels. If one channel gets to full, which in this case usually channel 1 gets full, and then channel 2 and so on. But then I usually go to really undercrowded channels, and if I want to go buy something from people, I go to channel 1 where everybody's located, and we all just trade and sell with each other. The neat thing about this game that makes it fairly different from most free-to-play games is the fact that it's constantly updated, and it likes to lean towards users and have events that especially made for certain holidays like Christmas and Halloween, and those are just my favorite events because they have like things like snowman, and then you can fight snowmen, go to the North Pole, visit Santa, go decorate the tree like you used to, throw candy canes. It used to be a lot of fun back then, 2005 maybe. And I love this game. I've never grown out of this game, really. I mean, I'm still playing it, not really. Actually, I don't play it at all. Alt jump down. If you want to do a quest, you can simply go click on a person. Change your system settings here, your menu here, and then here are all your buttons. So we're going to click S to talk about the stat system. So this is where you upgrade your stats and your ability power, your AP, and this makes you stronger, better, faster, stronger. Harder, better, faster, stronger. That's pretty much what it was. You press K to see your skills, which are your SP, and you can spend your skill points on different abilities, things like that. Then you can go to your quests to check out how many quests you can do. There's millions and millions of quests, I'm telling you guys. So many quests that you can do in this game. You'll get tired of looking at how many quests it'll build up so quickly. And I did about like a few hundred quests, and I just got tired of doing it, so I just quit doing quests and started leveling up. And the highest level you can be in this game is level 200. And the way the system works with this game is you become a character, so like a beginner. And then you have an option to upgrade to either a bowman, a mage, or a magician, a warrior, or a thief. And depending on what road you choose, basically grants what kind of abilities you'll have. So same thing as playing games like League of Legends, depending on what character you play, different skills you'll have for that character set. So like a mage will give you magic power, warriors will give you brute strength, like hitting people with the sword and an axe and a hammer and things like that. And each character has their own really cool animation, as you saw in the beginning, where the guy was hitting this giant blue thing and smashing the ground. And Resistance has mechanics and things like that, and they all have different abilities and different skills and different animations, which is really cool to experience. And that's the reason why Maplestory allows you graciously to have many different characters, so you can experiment with different types of things and level up and show off to people. If you click on your character, you'll notice that the characters will pop up right here, and you can see your collections of rewards. You can see your pets, your traits right here. And I don't have a pet right now, so I don't have info, and I don't have a mount, so I can't ride things. And press up to warp out of things. So if you do a quest, all you need to do is, as I said before, click on somebody, like Hina and Sarah, and then it's going to tell me to talk to another person, just to start a conversation. So I accepted a quest, and they'll pop up as a little icon or a little alert, report, or whisper, or whatever, I don't know what they're called. Click them. Turn it in, you get experience and money and awards and things like that. Very similar to other RPGs. The reason why I think this game is very original is the fact that everything's free. But one of the only games besides, no, actually Minecraft isn't free. One of the only games that offers so much content for free. I'm so happy that this game was made when I was younger, because I don't think I would have been doing anything else. Actually, I didn't do anything else besides play this game. Which basically ruined my childhood. You click on a guy, and if you want to use an item, you're gonna accept his request. He's gonna drain your health a little bit, and you click I for item inventory. Use, and double click an item and use the item. Get an experience, and then when you level up, you get to use your ability points. So Recovery is my skill points. I'm gonna bring up my speed so I can walk faster, I guess. So when you press your skills, double click them, and now you can walk faster. Oh, that's interesting, huh? So, pretty simple, easy to understand for like everybody else. And moving on without spending too much time on this stuff. So yeah, pretty much that's how you play the game. Now I'm gonna talk about what makes this game really cool. By moving on to my next character to talk about the main world interface. Because if you click the world map, you'll only notice the tutorial island and nothing else. Minimap, pressing M, you'll be able to see the little minimap. Green people are, they're called NPCs. And they have the name and level up guides and things like that, so that's pretty helpful. Anyway, now we're going to move on to my other account. So I'm going to log out and then I'll be back. So here we are on my other account. As you can see here, some of the cool perks of this game is travel. And I love traveling to different places. You can experience new monsters, and as when the content updated, basically they added so many new regions. First it was world tour, where you can go to China or whatever country there was, Korea, town and stuff. But now you have Edelstein and Mulung Gardens and Minor Forest, and they didn't have these things on here before. Temple of Time, where you can fight things like the Pink Bean, and when you beat them, they'll pop up at the bottom. This is called a chat, and you can have buddy chat and guild chat. As you can see, I'm in a guild, which I made myself, and you can go to the guild hall to make your own guilds. Press P. You can see your guild. I have nobody but myself and my brother, who, you know, isn't ever on either. And I don't have very many people on here. Again, I don't play this game too often to talk about everything, but I did play this game a long time, and as you can see, I'm wearing a title. So remember when I was talking about when I click my character and I have titles, you can see my collection of things I've done: Veteran, Sleepywood, Explorer, Human Cushion, from jumping off 100 times in a row and surviving. You can request trades with people, but you have to click a person. And you can raise people's fame. I have 34 fame, and you can raise 1 fame per day. And people actually charge, like, people to fame them, so you can find somebody and say, hey, I'll pay you $1 million or 1 million mesos for you to fame me one time. And if you do, then they'll pay you. If they're very honest people. If they're not, they'll just run away, and you'll be mad because you just wasted a fame and you could have made money off of people. So I never really trusted $1 million players until they actually did it. So we can go to a station and go places, and we'll be greeted by this fancy little thing. I just love the graphics in this game. That's very good, I guess. And when a place comes up, you can click it, and you can... It's like the world came. Just have to wait a minute before I can leave. So as you can see, you can travel places, world map, so many places to go, bosses you can go to, so like El Nath. The most famous boss of all time is Zokum, where it has 1,000,000 arms and it looks like an Aztec god. And you kill it and you get the awesome helmet, where you can... Well, I don't know if you still get the awesome helmet, but you used to get an awesome helmet. And you can face him when you're level 50 and do the quest over there. So it's really cool. And then if you want to locally travel within your region, all you need to do is go down to your place. So I can use something called a scroll, so I'm going to use a scroll to Alina, double click them, travel instantly to places. So you can go to shops and buy things, potions, help you heal. Pretty self-explanatory. So the taxi takes you places. You have to spend money in order to go to the taxi. And a lot of people are really poor, so they'll beg you for money, and you just call them the homeless. Pretty much. I'm going to go to Kerning City, which is extremely weird looking, I guess. They like to model how America looks, I guess. And depending on different events, this lady will pop up with different quests and things like that. So, yeah. And as you can see, you can click other people. So now we found our first person out of the game, or away from this person. So we're going to go to another channel just to show you guys how populated this place is. This game has millions and millions of players, and so you should see other people randomly everywhere. And old quests will pop up like that, and quests you're using will pop up like that right there. The book opened. And as you can see, if you press K, I actually have third job skills now. That's what it's called, third job. I'm a cannon trooper. First I started up as a cannoneer, then I moved into a pirate, then a cannoneer, then a cannon trooper. So what is this thing? I don't know. But I know that it does a lot of, it wastes a lot of time, so I'm just gonna Okay, so we found somebody right here, and he's gonna hit the monster. He's a level 16 rogue, and I can trade him if I want to. Obviously, he's not gonna do anything unless I traded him. And he's really weak. He's probably gonna ask for a lot of money, so I'm one of those guys who just gives them to people, because I don't really use it anyway. So here's some money, kid. Knock yourself out. He'll be very happy that I got it. So, I gave him money, and some people are just like, wow. I didn't really need money. But when you're high leveled, you can basically use everything to your advantage. I like to help out smaller users. This game is very PvP oriented. No, there's no PvP involved at all. But it's very interaction friendly, I guess. And you gotta trust people. You really do. Other than that, the UI is very simple. Skills and AP are very self-explanatory. You have many tiers of jobs and many things you can do. Many different monsters you can fight. You can fight bosses. How much damage you can do is up to you. And everything is customizable. You can have many different characters, so you can upgrade and check out different character types and mages and switch between whether or not you're a long-range fighter or a short-range fighter. You can find different maps and find hidden places and things like that. And you can collect monster cards, and there's just so much you can do. I don't need to talk about all of it. You kind of get the idea. Check the game out yourself. It's really fun. I've been playing this for 6 years, as I said before. Upgrade, check it out yourself. It's free to play. The only thing that costs money is the cash shop, which I still haven't talked about yet. So I'm going to go into the cash shop so I don't forget that I didn't talk about everything, because there's so much to talk about. So here we are in the cash shop. Wow, look at this stuff. Now, this is the only thing you have to pay for in the game. If you want to get some really cool stuff like teleport rocks, where you can teleport to different places without having to take the airplane or the ship, with the rare occasion of bumping into Balrogs, which are just giant, furry monster creatures with wings that try to kill you and eat your soul, you can use teleport rocks, which are very helpful. And I actually had some NX. I don't really spend very much on it, so I usually buy like $5 cards from CVS or Walgreens or whatever, pharmacy store you guys go to get your game cards, Nexon game cards, and they range from $100, $50, depending on what country you live in. United States, I know, offers about 30,000, 25,000, 10,000, and 5,000 cards. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. And then you can buy things like catch spawn tickets, equipment modifications, and character modifications, and you can actually try these things on. So I can go get some equipment, buy some hats, try some hats on. I can put that on, see if I like it. I don't like it, and then if I want to buy it, I can buy equipped items, and that's it. Pretty self-explanatory. If you exit, you'll be able to click your items after you've added to your inventory, click in cash, and use your junior Balrog. So, I used to have a Balrog, but then I took an arrow to the knee. That's it. So if you guys enjoyed my review, please leave a comment below and like it, and subscribe if you like. It really helps me if you guys subscribe, because I work really hard on these videos and I don't have very much time to do them, but I still do it anyway because I know you guys love them so dearly. So, if you guys have any questions, like I said before, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, this is Lightcast Studios. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.